Back to the near point. Good move by Fontaine. Sent it to the far side. A good shot. That went off a skate and blocked. Taken by Wallace. She'll work it down the near side. Takes it for Catterall up the far side. Catterall and over the line, far point. Dumps it in, trying to find Beecher. First line on for the Knights. This top line has done well today. And we'll see if they can get anything else going. Here's Hicks all alone. Backdoor feed. They score! Laura Beecher gets the goal for the Knights, and it's 2-0.
A pass from the corner into the crease, and she was right there to
check that. Not taken by Santerre. Intercepted by the Knights as the kill expires. Knights kill yet another one off. They're 2 for 2 tonight on the kill. Pitched ahead. Home run pass. Here's Evans. In alone. 2-on-1. Shoots. Rebound. That one's free. It hit the post, and it stays out.
Wow, off the crossbar, I think it looked as well at some point. That was frantic indeed.
Now it's going to be sent on down the ice and taken by Beecher. Knights 2-on-1 if they hurry. Right in front. Logan, they score! Oh my goodness! Logan gets it on the backdoor feed and puts it just
on the ceiling.
On the ceiling, and the Knights have a 4-0 lead.
That was so fast. I don't even think the Bishop's goalie saw it coming. The speed with which that happened, pass across, up to the ceiling, there was no chance.
In the high slot, still fan on the shot, couldn't quite get it off. Hicks still possesses for the Knights. Back up top, McKay. McKay is shot through traffic. That one got blocked. 9:37 to go in the period. Now in the far corner, Hicks possesses, driving towards net. Couldn't get it off as now McKay's going to possess for the Knights. Tries a shot through traffic. They score! I think that was tipped in front. We'll see who it was. But the Knights have a 2-goal lead. It's 5-3, and that's going to be McKay's first goal as a Golden Knight.
Congratulations to McKay for that wonderful shot. My, oh my, with now a 2-point lead over Merrimack.
Going the wayside. So.
Yeah, women's hockey is still no check. 8:23 to go. Knights were 2 for 3 last night on the penalty kill. Eikos at the top of the near circle. Tries a shot blocked by Catterall. Eikos will try again, working it back up top for Kime at the high slot. Takes a shot. They score. Merrimack draws first blood with 8:12 to go in the period. A shot from up top coming from Kime, and it was not tipped in front. It went all the way through, and just like that, Merrimack has a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, talk about an interesting setup. Really, it was slotted in almost perfectly. There was...
And you are listening to Clarkson Hockey on WTSC-FM. It is Game 1 of the 2025-26 season. Jeremy DeSalvo, Luke Dalton, so happy to be with you. And Luke, it's a big game for the Golden Knights. It's their last set of tune-up games before the real big test comes.
The real deal is on its way. This is our opening, really our final look into what we need to work on and improve before the official season starts here.
All right, let's set the stage for you. Merrimack will skate from left to right for this first period. Knights from right to left for the first period. Merrimack is in the home whites tonight. That is blue helmets, blue numbers, blue shoulders, blue pants, white uniforms, gold and blue trim. The Golden Knights in their away green uniforms tonight. That is green helmets, green uniforms, white numbers, white and gold trim across the waist, and green pants. Again, that will be Merrimack from left to right and the Golden Knights from right to left. Any final thoughts before we go here?
I'm hoping for a wonderful show. This is my first hockey game, I guess, of the year, really, because the hockey season is just kicking off. So for a first show, I want all the action. I want all of the energy. I want all of it here right now.
All right, Hicks will take the center ice draw up against Avery Anderson. Waiting to go here. We're still waiting to come back from commercial after the national anthem, it seems. Maybe some early season woes here for Merrimack. Just waiting for the ESPN Plus broadcast to come back. And the red light is off. Here we go. Puck is dropped, and off we go on the 2025-26 season. Hurry pitches it far side. Couldn't hold on. Here comes Merrimack setting up. Eikos holds back on the near point. She'll send that one all the way down, and it's dumped all the way down, and that'll be icing. Let's take a look at the Golden Knights' keys to the game. As we'll stall for a second there. We weren't quite ready for the play to stop that early.
I was not. No, but that's, we have a couple keys to the game here, at least for the Golden Knights. We need to 100% prioritize grade A chances. We need to play fast, and we need to absolutely embrace our team strengths.
Puck is dropped, and it's sent to the near corner. Getting it is Hicks, trying to go after it, and she'll take it to the far corner. Pitches it in front. Knights had it there. Good play by Sandberg to get that one out of danger. Now it's taken to the far side. Couldn't get it off. Now taken by Maggie Kime, far side. She'll send it down, intercepted by McKay, but she gets that one turned over to Kime. She'll dump that one in, and Merrimack will go for a change. Now taken down below by, that is McKay. She'll pitch that one in. Knights dump it in. A good tip play by Catterall to send that one in, and with 19:13 to go, here comes the breakout. Now Sandberg tried to work in, couldn't get it around Kate Manis. Kate Manis gets it off for the Golden Knights. A lot of missed pass early in this game for the Golden Knights. 1 minute gone in the first period. Now taken on the far side, she couldn't get it, and now it's going to be taken by Sarah Manis. Taking it far corner of the Knights' defensive zone, taken by Turnkova. Turnkova spins away and gets it on over for, that is Lace Godon. Lace Godon couldn't get it. Turnkova starts the breakout for the Knights. Going through neutral is Sarah Manis on the far side and over the line with Skodon on a 2-on-2. Pitched in front. Knights got it in front but couldn't get a shot off as Doucette saw that one well. But Merrimack's defense has been done well quite far. Shot by Walton. They score! It's Morgan Walton, her first NCAA goal, and the Golden Knights have a 1-0 lead.
Wow, talk about a very quick goal. A minute and a half gone in the first period, and we've already scored a goal.
Time of the goal coming at the minute and a half mark of period number 1, and just like that, I don't even think all the fans got to sit down yet as the Knights score with a minute and a half in, and that one was Morgan Walton, her first NCAA goal. The Knights defense already shows up big. Knights didn't have a defensive goal in the exhibition last weekend. They already got one. So now it can be taken back down below as now Stevenson trying to work it back in front again. Couldn't quite get it. Now it's intercepted by Chandler on the far corner. Back up top to the far point. McKay, shot bouncing wide in the far post. Now taken back down low by Stevenson. Pitches it in front, but she'll miss the play down the ice, and the Knights will have to go back out to neutral and get it. On the far side is Kira Hurry, carrying back into their own defensive zone. Taken by Stevenson near side. Laidlaw missed the play, as now that one will be icing on the Knights, and this faceoff will come all the way back down. Let's take a look at Merrimack's keys to the game.
Merrimack's keys to the game are also equally as important as Clarkson's here. Big keys, weather the storm here, slow their game down, and make program history here, I think, is should be one of their biggest goals here tonight.
Laidlaw on the faceoff. The puck is dropped, taken far side. Rimmed back on over for Hurry at the near corner. She's trying to get that one out of her defensive zone. Couldn't get it out. Gloved down by Merrimack. Puck finally comes out to center. Here's Chandler on an odd man rush. 1-on-1, looking for options. Chandler carries far side. Pitch back for McKay at the far point. Another shot, and that one went off. Doucette in front. As the Knights have one shot on goal so far, now two, and one of them went in. Now a sharp angle shot from Smelly. Couldn't get it off as Spademan's going to take it near corner. Spademan spinning around, trying to get the puck free as she's held along the boards. Merrimack doing well with these physical battles. A diving play in front by Smelly, and the save is made by Doucette. 17-17 to go, first period. Clarkson has a 1-0 lead over Merrimack.
You are correct in that. Just talk about such a wonderful start for the Golden Knights here. A minute and a half and one goal already scored. They were ready to turn it up here.
They were definitely ready to turn it up. We'll get you the goals and assists during our recap in the first intermission report. Actually, I think we're going to get them now. Now the Knights intercept at center ice. Now Morgan Walton trying to pitch it back in for Beecher. As Turnkova got it. I believe Walton from Turnkova is the call on that goal. Turnkova gets her first assist as a Golden Knight. Now taken on the far side by Rhea Hicks. Trying to get the puck free. She'll pitch it back for Walton. Beecher looking for Hicks. She'll have to dump that one in as she had no options ahead of her. Now taken back down low on the far corner by the Knights. Beecher tries to pitch it in front. It's intercepted by Merrimack, and now it's going to be taken by Serrato. Serrato couldn't get that one out of the zone. It finally trickles out to center. Knights trying to get back in. Hicks will carry it back out to center. Knights regroup in the neutral zone. Turnkova looking to spring ahead. Knights almost caught with too many players on the ice, but they got lucky there. The call never came. Now taken on the near side by Turnkova. A shot. That one gets blocked and possessed by Merrimack, as now it's going to be taken up the far side by Acaro. Carroll couldn't quite get it, and the Knights intercept a scrum along the boards as they have 2-on-1, now 2-on-2 in the boards in favor of the Knights, and now taken away by Turnkova. Turnkova carries back into the Knights' defensive zone, missed almost everyone down the ice, but that one will not be icing. It was too slow. Is now to be taken by Neely Hahn, the extra forward. Sandberg, a shot, missed the net wide of the near post. Grease Logan comes in to try and crash the play. Merrimack trying to get a goal off, trying to see if they can get a goal and tie this one back up. 15:48 to go in the first. Now it's back in front. Sandberg tried to get a shot off, but skipped away from her stick. Now taken by Logan, couldn't quite get it. On the far side comes Spademan. Spademan trying to jar the puck free, and now Kate Manis possesses for the Knights. McKay missing the play. McKay up the near side, trying to find her way up there. Now it's intercepted, and that one will be pitched all the way down. And racing on after it was Sandberg, but she couldn't quite get to it. Now to be taken by Sarah Manis. Sarah Manis up the far side. She'll go in over the line with Kira Hurry. Knights 3-on-3. Herring down low is Manis. Tries to pitch back up for McKay, but missed the play, and the Knights will have to tag up. 15 minutes to go in the first period. Clarkson has a 1-0 lead over Merrimack. Now it's going to be taken by Time, but she missed the play, and now taken by Manis. Knights 2-on-2. Pitch for Elise Godin. Back for Manis. Tries a shot, miss wide of the far post. Now it's going to be taken in the far corner. Goes back up top for McKay at the point, but bounced off her stick and back out to neutral. Hurry dumps that one in up the near side. Knights were offsides for the moment, and that delays their players getting back. Kime gets it. That play intercepted by Janelle Evans. Evans pitches it for Stevenson. Stevenson trying to pitch it back down low. She'll carry below the goal line. Stevenson on the near corner. Back up top for Ullman. Ullman pitches it to the far side now for Chandler. Chandler moves in a shot. That one got blocked in front. Puck in the low slot and finally possessed by Merrimack. Chaplain tries to get after that one. Now it goes for Sandberg. She pitches it into the Knights' defensive zone, but not by much. Here come the Knights back the other way. It's Laidlaw and over the line near side. Couldn't quite get that one. 14-10 to go. First period. Clarkson carries down low. Taken by Laidlaw. Trying to get the puck free. Laidlaw pitches it free, and now it's going to be taken by Maria Lindberg. Lindberg couldn't quite get it. Taken down low by Madison Chandler. Possessed by Lyons. Couldn't hold on. Lyons possesses again on the far side for Merrimack. Intercepted. Knights possess with Kate Manes. Logan fires that one on in to the Knights' offensive zone, racing after it and giving chase was, I believe that was Greta Brzezinski, the extra forward on for the Golden Knights, is now it's going to be taken behind the net by McKay. McKay tries to pitch it for Logan on the near side of the Knights' defensive zone. Pitches that one back out to center, and now it'll be taken by Merrimack trying to dump it back in. And another scrum along the boards near the Knights bench. Knights get it with Brzezinski, but she couldn't keep up with that one, and now it'll be taken by Vitans. Vitans couldn't quite hold it. Brzezinski misses the play on the near side. Is now a hit from, I believe that was Reese Logan. No call coming on that one for body checking. Now on the far side, it'll be Vitans. Vitans couldn't hold it. Vitans tries a shot on goal. Gruber let that one up on a rebound, but couldn't quite get it. Was Merrimack, and Catterall possesses back down below the Knights' goal. Trying to get it out to center was the Knights. Now here's Beecher. Pitches it for Catterall. She's one-on-one. Catterall couldn't keep with it. Pitch back in front. Catterall possesses for the Knights. Knights in their own offensive zone. Near side for McKay at the point. A good shot and a sliding save made by Doucette. And with 12:35 to go in the first period, that's our first media stoppage. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard.
Let us take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. It might take a slight delay for me to get that pulled up.
Yeah, there we go.
That's all good.
Student radio voice of the Clarkson Golden Knights, Jeremy DeSelva.
And welcome into Luller We got another one on tap for you tonight as the Clarkson Golden Knights face off against the Merrimack Warriors once again. And last night, a bit of a shock for the Golden Knights to say this game was a lot closer than we thought it was going to be going in. My prediction going in was probably 5 or 6-0. We got 6-3 last night as we welcome you inside the booth. Jeremy DeSalvo, Luke Dalton, and Luke, let's go over it. The Knights, they played well last night, but a lot of goals let up, including the first goal ever let up against the Merrimack Warriors.
Absolutely true, Jeremy. It is of crucial importance today that Clarkson not get distracted by what may or may not be happening on the ice, that we can focus on defense and our offense as well when we get our opportunities for it.
Couldn't agree more. The Knights' defense was the they just need to improve a little more, but I think everything else we saw last night was going the way it should go.
Absolutely. It was a spectacle. It was a good show.
Yeah, well, it looks like the Knights really got things together late in last night's game. We look at the third period. The Knights would score 3 goals to go ahead 6-3 and double up Merrimack. And I think tonight you just got to play like you did in that third period yesterday. And if the Knights can do that, I think they have a legit chance of possibly blanking Merrimack tonight, or what else?
Absolutely. I really one of the biggest takeaways for me personally last night was to keep the pedal down. We have insane energy. All 3 periods we had scored a goal within the first minute and a half to 2 minutes, and as the periods continued, energy kind of faltered. It kind of dipped down a little bit. So one key for me at least will be to absolutely keep the energy up, keep the momentum going.
All right, let's take a look at the previous season for the Golden Knights, Luke.
Starting off strong last season with 5 straight wins, 2 against St. Mike's, 1 against UVM, and the others against Robert Morris. Although then settled in with 3 losses, 2 against Boston College and 1 to Quinnipiac. And then another round of wins and a tie, and a lot of just straight winning. Some were overtime, such as against Yale and against St. Thomas. Others we had losses to Cornell and Colgate, and to Yale as well, and as well as one loss, a 6-5 loss to St. Lawrence, which we followed up by a 1-0 win over St. Lawrence as well. So, and plus. Having an ECAC semifinal year and an NCAA quarterfinal appearance, it was a very strong season for us. Absolutely.
I agree with you, Luke. The Knights did make that deep run in the ECAC to be cut short by Cornell in triple overtime in the ECAC semifinal, but the Knights, they are good this year once again, and they still have a long ways to go even to get to conference play. Conference play, the Knights are still 5 games away from that starting.
Really? Wow, okay, so we'll have to really be on the lookout for us getting into conference then.
Yeah, the Knights have their next 4 games are against Hockey East opponents. Sorry, 5 games if you include this one tonight.
Yes.
So obviously you have the Merrimack game here on the road tonight, and then the Knights travel back home.
To face UConn. That's next weekend.
That's next weekend, Friday and Saturday. Friday at 6, Saturday at 2.
Okay.
The Knights get a week off, and then it's off to Providence to play against the Providence Friars. Unfortunately, we will not be bringing you that one, as the game times just don't work out for that one to travel out to Providence and do it, because we have a Friday morning game, believe it or not, and that's just not going to work out for our broadcasters to get out and bring you that game.
That is unfortunate, but that's also okay. This early afternoon, early morning, I guess late morning, early afternoon game. That sounds like it's going to be a very interesting time right there.
It's one of 2 games the Golden Knights will play at 11 o'clock this year. The other one comes against St. Lawrence at home.
11 o'clock. That is early. I will say that.
All right.
Wow.
So we did just get our starting goaltender for Merrimack, and it looks like it's going to be Lauren Lyons starting in net for the Merrimack Warriors. A bit of a change-up from last night. Doucette getting the night off. I don't think Doucette necessarily played that bad last night, though.
Not at all, actually. Doucette played incredibly well, catching and melting down a lot of shots on goal. It was very impressive. I mean, every time there was a shot in the air, her glove hand was ready to catch it and coddle it until the whistle was blown.
Yeah, and although I didn't notice any really incredible saves from her, but we didn't really get any of those on either side either.
That's true. That is true.
All right, let's take a look at our players to listen for tonight. We'll start with the Golden Knights.
First off, starter, well, not starting tonight, but to start off the list, oh, no, she is starting tonight on defense. Andrea Trinkova has probably one of the most powerful shots that the Knights have seen in years. Her goal yesterday, I believe you said it best, we considered a snipe of sorts. She is probably going to listen to her, she's probably going to be a little bit more physical and take a lot of shots, especially from outside of the crease there.
Yeah, Turnkova really made a difference last night. She's physical.
Absolutely.
You just got to be careful with the physicality in the women's game because they will call the game a lot tighter at times. They called it really loose yesterday, and because of that, I think Turnkova did get away with a lot.
Yes, and from last night as well, Senkova
didn't play last night. Senkova did not play last
night. But she will be, believe she'll be starting in place of Holly Gruber in goal, which is going to be very interesting to see. Trying to see if we can sort of start and finish this game with good results with that.
I mean, she is the best U18 goaltender in the world, possibly.
That is true.
At least that was the case last year, so I think she can translate well to the college game, and she did play quite well against Bishops when she played in the second period and didn't let up a goal against Bishops.
You know what? If I will take your word for it. That sounds pretty positive.
I will say that second period in that exhibition was definitely the hardest period, as I think that she faced the most shots on goal of any goalie in that exhibition game for the Golden Knights. So
wow.
She should. I hope it translates over.
I hope so too. Based off of that, wow. And finally, another player from last night, Lescaudon. One of the best players for Clarkson right now. She's expected to play in Turin in February. Her goal and assist last night helped Clarkson double up against Merrimack. She was absolutely amazing. If she can clean things up, she would probably prove unstoppable. So listen in for shots in close from the ECAC first star.
Yeah, she did take a penalty. That's to be expected with a freshman, but now you start learning how to clean things up. And if she can clean it up tonight and not take a penalty, that's going to be different.
That would probably be a layup, really.
Yeah, you just got to note tonight it is a different set of referees and linesmen, so the game might definitely get called in a different way than it did last night.
So you and I will have to be on the lookout for that for sure.
All right, let's take a look at Merrimack's players to listen for.
Haley Eikos, for starters. She was a former player for Vermont. Although, for her experience, Vermont was a team that did not have enough talent to perform at a higher level, but she was an absolute standout on the UVM back end. She is definitely going to try and be a top player, I feel. Also, Avery Anderson. After barely playing last season, Anderson scored her first collegiate goal last night off a quick passing play from Merrimack to tie the game in the first period. Now that the confidence is there, I feel like Anderson just needs to show who, I guess for lack of a better term, is the boss tonight, and maybe even score for Merrimack again. I'll be on the lookout for that, definitely. And Olivia Grabianowski, one of Merrimack's highest-scoring college-proven players, comes in from a great year on a not-so-good team in Lindenwood, who finished near the bottom in NCAA hockey. She's a great addition to the Warriors, and will need to show up in a big way tonight, definitely.
Although she didn't score, she didn't play bad, and she was getting rushes up the far side,
quite frequently,
and the near side, depending on what period, but she was fast, and speed is what you need to beat the Knights.
Absolutely. That's one thing the Knights are very good at is speed. So having someone to match or potentially even outpace the Knights would be a very big trump card, so to speak.
All right, Luke, time to take a look at the Knights lineup for tonight and how they're lining up. Sinek Catterall, Rhea Hicks, and Laura Beecher start on the first line for the Golden Knights. You got Bridget Stevenson, Shelby Laidlaw, and Madison Chandler on the second line for the Golden Knights. So the top six doesn't change at all. Only changes made on the bottom six for the Golden Knights. The top six did play well last night, though, as did the bottom six in the third period.
Yes, they did.
All right, so our third line, this is the one I really want to focus on tonight because you need this one to produce. You got Magnon Lescaudon, Sarah Manis, and Janelle Evans. This line seemed to gel as good as a third line possibly could yesterday.
Yeah, no, they performed quite well last night, so I'm hoping they can maintain their synergy up as the game progresses tonight.
You got Jenna Smelly, Raiden Spademan, and Reese Logan on the fourth line for the Golden Knights. Smelly's a fast player. If she can take good shots, she's going to be like the most scary player on the ice for the Golden Knights.
I think you said it best last night. For her, when it rains, it absolutely pours. You get one goal in, and then it's just nothing but as it goes on, as the game progresses.
All right, Braden Spademan also really good at faceoffs, really stepping up in the dot for the Golden Knights, and Reese Logan scored in the exhibition game with one of the, honestly, best goals I've seen at the college level in a long time, a textbook backdoor feed. But she didn't score last night, but I think she can possibly get one tonight. The extra forward for the Knights changes up. Paige Wallace winds up as the extra forward for the Golden Knights. And she's from Bishop Kearney. She played with Morgan Walton, who's not in the lineup tonight. Paige Wallace should possibly get a goal for the Knights. We'll see how much playing time she gets. Defense for the Knights, no changes were made on the top four for them. Kira Hurry and Megan McKay, that line played good. Turnkova and Maness were possibly the best pairing the Knights had last night.
They were on fire the entire time, absolutely.
And then Caroline Alfaro and Caitlin Millette, they changed that whole third pairing and put 2 new players in.
Yes, kind of unexpected walking up and reading the list here right in front of us, but I'm interested to see how that will play out, if that will affect our performance at all.
Aneta Senkova will start for the Golden Knights in net. U18 goalie for Czechia. She's good, possibly one of the best at the U18 level. All right, we'll get Merrimack starting lineup real quick. We'll do this lightning round style. So Maria Lindberg, Kertu Lamus, and Maddie Siepola on the first line. Madison Vitans, Catherine Caro, and Mackenzie Serrato, second line. Emma Pfeffer, Avery Anderson, and Stina Sandberg on the third line. Jordan Nishi, Jenna Chaplin, and Olivia Grabianowski on the fourth line. Defense, it is Maggie Kime and Haley Eikos on the first line. Second line, Madison McCalls and Soval Gisler. And Andrea Treservasenko and Maddie Crowley-Cahill are on the third pairing defense. Your extra skater for Merrimack is Neely Hahn, and starting in net for Merrimack is Lauren Lyons. All right, so with that said, here we go, your starting lineups. Why don't you do the starting lineups for Merrimack?